Hey guys, this is Gabriel Lorenzi, creator of the blog Grupo Dicas, one of the biggest travel blogs in the world, and today I'll talk to you about what you can do in Miami. Miami is a very big city and a tourist spot with many things to do. We will try to summarize and focus on the best tips and the places we think are the coolest for you to enjoy on your trip. So we're going to talk about it in a very objective way, quickly and without getting bogged down. So guys, as I always ask you, give the like to the video if you like, subscribe to the channel, that helps us a lot, and buckle up. The first thing to do when you arrive in Miami is to go to the Ocean Drive, which is the most famous avenue in Miami and the most popular. You've probably seen some pictures, movies and magazines. It's where you find a lot of really nice bars, restaurants. It's a beachfront avenue, so you really feel like you are in Miami. As soon as you step on it, you will soon feel that you are in that beach atmosphere of Miami Beach. For those who don't know, Miami Beach is different from Miami because Miami is the city and Miami Beach is an island, but they are very close to each other. They are connected by several fountains, and it's estimated about 10 minutes by car the distance from one to another. So this avenue in specific, Ocean Drive, is in Miami Beach, a very popular tourist spot. It's there that you will take many nice pictures, remembering that you can either go during the day or at night. We recommend doing both tours because during the day it's more that beach, sun, restaurants, bars, and having drinks, which are very good. They have very famous drinks. This big one, which is a giant margarita with 2 beers. Usually the crown is facing down as you drink it. The beer fries in the drink. It's very good. It's very nice to get together with some, share pictures. So it's a nice walk down Ocean Drive, walk along the boardwalk. There are a lot of people that exercise there on the beach and they run bikes or skateboards. There are several stores and you can buy some souvenirs as well. So it's the most touristy area in Miami. So first visit the avenue and you already kill the main tour of all, and you feel that your trip really started. It's impossible to talk about Miami and not talk about beaches. Everybody thinks immediately about the beaches. Miami has a lot of beautiful beaches. Yes, the region of Miami Beach, which is that park that I talked about, Ocean Drive, has its beach that it's very crowded and very popular, but it's not one of the most beautiful ones. The sea is not so beautiful and the sand is always very crowded with bathers, sunbathing. In short, it's a little more agitated, you could say. But going further north in Miami, there are several beaches which are very beautiful and very paradisiacal. There is Hollywood Beach, a beach that we found sensational. One of the ones that we like it the most. It's about 40 to 50 minutes away from Miami. You can have a much calmer and bluer sea. The sand is much wider. That is a much calmer and more pleasant scenario. They are not very crowded or touristy. They don't have a lot of buildings behind them. There are only small hotels from the boardwalk, which is also very beautiful. There are showers, changing rooms, a whole nice structure so you can spend the day there. It's very nice. And other very nice beaches that are also close to Miami Beach. It's all on this path. You go up to the north of Miami, you meet Fort Lauderdale, which is very nice. Boca Raton, very nice too. And further down you have a very nice beach which is close to downtown Miami. It's the heart of Miami, which is Key Biscayne Island. It's 15 minutes from downtown Miami and it's a very beautiful island. There are 6 kilometers of suspension bridges over the sea which gives you access to it. In fact, it's very nice to drive there, only 15 minutes, very fast, and the island is very beautiful. You cross the bridge until the end to get to the beach, and the coolest and most beautiful part is where there is a super touristy lighthouse where people visit to take a lot of pictures. This is a much quieter beach. The water is calmer and less crowded. It's worth to visit too. And in Miami Beach, this more crowded part is in the middle. Further south now, if you're at the south end, which is down there, even you have the South Point Park, which is a very cool place. They created a structure like a park, really. They built it close to the beach, so you have showers, changing rooms, you have a place to get water for the kids. People play sports, ride bikes, and go running, and it's much calmer than the crowded part of Miami Beach. Less crowded, less hectic. The sea is more beautiful, calmer, and the water even a little bit more transparent, so you relax a little more. The scenery we find much more beautiful, and therefore we recommend it. There are parking lots available, so it's a very accessible place and very nice to visit. And also, if you want a place less frequented by tourists and more secluded, the MATHESON Hammock Park is a very beautiful park. It has a natural pool bathed by the sea, and it has a circle of sand with a pool in the middle, so people travel to spend the day there. But it doesn't have much structure because it's a little bit far away. There's only one snack bar, but when we went there it was closed, so be prepared, bring some snacks and food. And by the way, this is a good tip that we need to give you about the beaches in Miami. Things are a little bit expensive on the beaches with structure, where you have a kiosk, the food's a little bit expensive, the drinks also, umbrellas and towels are also expensive. So one thing that we recommend and always do is, first thing, go to Walmart or Target, which are incredible supermarkets there with all kinds of food, drinks, a part just for pool and beach. Then buy an umbrella and a big towel, which they sell there to line in the sand. It can fit 3 or 4 people lying on it. You will spend about $20 or $30. But if you were to rent a chair and a beach umbrella for a day at one of these beaches, you would spend those $30 just for one day. So it pays to buy, use it during your whole trip. Take it to the beaches that are further away and that you don't have so much structure, so take your structure and buy lots of snacks, cookies, chocolate, water and juice to take with you, because it's worth it, since some beaches don't have snack bars, and the ones that do, everything is gonna be very expensive. And when it comes to the beaches, they are a little bit further away, so we recommend you to rent a car. Miami, Orlando and California are destinations where we think a car is essential. You can't travel without a car. I won't say that you can't, but with the car, your trip ends up being more enjoyable and much more peaceful. You have the comfort and practicality to go wherever you want to go, because the beaches are further away and so are the outlets. You can go to Orlando, which is 3.5 hours away. There's also the island of Key West, which is very nice, so it's worthwhile renting a car, yes, and you can't rent a cheap car. There's a price comparison site that we always use that I think it's nice to recommend. I'll leave the link here below in the description of the video so you can check it out. You enter the date of your trip and the city that shows and researches all car rental companies. It does a general search and presents all the options. You decide which is cheaper and which car is nicer and make your reservation there. The price is very good and cheaper than buying directly from the site of the car rental companies and booking there. You can check that they offer very good prices. We always end up booking through them because they always have the best prices, and we have done a lot of research and we always opt for them because they are very good, a very good tool to save a lot of money. Another must-see place in Miami is Lincoln Road, which is a very nice avenue to walk. It's in Miami Beach also, a little bit closer to Ocean Drive, but walking is a little bit far, about 30 minutes, but it's possible. And Lincoln Road is a closed street with only stores, so there are no cars. It's very nice. There are some restaurants in the middle. It has a lot of nice stores for you to visit, restaurants, Starbucks for you to stop there and have a coffee or something, so it's worth going there to walk around. For shopping, it's a little bit more expensive than the outlets. We recommend that you do your shopping in the malls or the outlets, but to walk around, to take pictures, to get to know and enjoy the place, it's a great option for you to visit as well. We love it and we totally recommend you to go there and enjoy the place. And a very nice area of Miami that we recommend, you only need 2 or 3 hours of walking, it's already great, is Coral Gables. It's a very nice area with houses with a more contemporary climate, you should say. They are very beautiful houses with a very nice wall. And there is the Venetian pool, which is the largest artificial pool in the United States. A very nice pool that's open to the public, but it's paid. At the time, because it has been many years, we paid I think $6 or $7 per person, but it's cool and worth it. If it's there a lot of sun and you don't have a pool in the hotel, you want to go to cool stuff and visit a different place, for those with children, they really enjoy it. So take a walk in the Coral Gables area, which is very nice and also very worthwhile. Another place you need to include in for your list of what to do in Miami, not least because it's one of the coolest and it's free, is the WYNWOOD Walls neighborhood. It's actually a very cool neighborhood which is full of graffiti art and gigantic art galleries, so you can walk around and get to know a little bit more of this artistic culture in Miami, which has very cool panels and gigantic walls with graffiti and with works by artists there, super renowned, and it's worth it. People take a lot of pictures that look really cool. Cobra, who is one of the most famous Brazilian artists, has 2 or 3 murals there that are worth photographing. Search and research because he's doing great there too, and he's already very famous in the United States and his panels are very cool. So go there and take pictures that you will spend about 3 or 4 hours to see most of the galleries, and it's all very close. Paying the GPS WYNWOOD, you go straight there. There are very good and very good restaurants too. You can eat there, so it's worthwhile and it's practically free tour. You won't spend anything and it's beautiful for you to see the artwork and the murals, the graffiti. A very nice street to visit in Miami is the ESPAñOLA Way. It's near Miami Beach, close to the Ocean Drive in Lincoln Road, because actually it starts on Ocean Drive and ends on Lincoln Road, but it's a street that cuts both. It's all closed with only restaurants. Most of them are Spanish specialty restaurants, which is where the name Spanish Way comes from the people of Latin immigration, and there are several typical restaurants from various places in the world. It's very nice, especially at night. People are sitting at tables on the streets eating, so it's worth it. That's very cool too. Another part that's very nice also to know is like the real Miami is downtown Miami. It's the heart of Miami. That's where those huge buildings are. It's the financial and business center of the city, but it's not only that, it's very beautiful, a very nice place where there are great restaurants and several small malls with huge stores and supermarkets. The whole place and the streets are very pleasant to walk. There are squares. There is a square with artwork by ROMERO, BRITTO, so there are several exhibitions. It's a very good area. It's worth taking the time to get to know it. It's in downtown Miami, but specifically in the BRITTO area. It's very cool. And there's also one of the areas that we recommend to stay. If you don't know where to stay in Miami, our tip is either stay in Miami Beach or downtown Miami. Miami Beach, we recommend it more because it's closer to all the tourist attractions. It's more crowded and it's the tourist spot of Miami, but it's a little bit more expensive because it's close to the beaches and other things that are more popular with tourists. So the price is a little bit up. If you can afford it, stay there. It's worth it to enjoy your trip more. Now, if you're looking for a cheaper place to save money, downtown Miami is excellent, and it's only 15 minutes away from Miami Beach and all the other touristy things. And since it's a business center, there are those giant hotels with thousands of rooms. So as they have many rooms available and many hotels, you end up paying a much lower price than Miami Beach, sometimes in a much better hotel. So if you want to stay in the nicest hotel close to everything and for a low price, is Miami Beach. It's worth the gamble. We are going to leave the map here. This one you are seeing that we were able to customize on a hotel search site, which is one of the largest in the world that we always use because it has the best price. It's reliable. Their search tool is very good. We will leave here below a link for you to access this map. All you have to do is log in, open the map of this delimited region that we have marked here. In our opinion, it's the best area for you to stay, both in downtown and in Miami Beach. There will be a link for each map, and if you stay in this area, you'll be in a great location. There's no mistake. You leave some filters like the guest ratings from great to higher. There are only hotels that are rated from 8 to higher, so there will be no mistake. You'll always be guaranteed a good hotel in a good location. If you want later, take a look at the links in the description, which is very nice and cool because explains everything very well for you to see the perfect location for you to stay. Just take a look and I am sure you're not going to regret it. A very cool thing to do in Miami, but that many people don't think about, is to watch a sports game. There are two sports that are very strong in the United States, which is the NBA basketball and the NFL, which is the American Football League. So in Miami, you have the Dolphins, which is the NFL team, and you have the Miami Heat, which is a basketball team that takes part in the NBA. So when you go, take a look and search the site, program yourself with the calendar. What are the games that are going to be played when you're going to be there, and if there is any. If you have one day available and you like sports, it's worth it. Spectacular. The games are sensational on the sports field. It's a real show. They make a very nice event for the whole family, for kids, women, men, everybody. It's worth to know a little bit about their culture. It's amazing. And now we're going to mention 3 places that we think are the most recommendable for those who are with children. Of course, it's nice to go alone too, not only for those who are not with children, but for those who have kids, it's very nice, which is the Miami Zoo. It's really nice. The Miami Sea Aquarium, which is the Miami Aquarium, Jungle Island, which is like an island, a safari mixed with a zoo, which has several animals. You can interact and buy food to feed the animals. So for those who has kids, it's very cool. And for those who don't, but like this kind of attraction, it's very worthwhile too, and it's very close. It's located in downtown Miami and Miami Beach, so you can get there very fast, and the access is very easy as well. It's impossible to talk about what to do in Miami and not talk about shopping. So we're going to talk a little bit about shopping in a very summarized way because there's a lot to talk about shopping in Miami. We have a video just talking about shopping if you want to take a look after, because it's very worth it. There are all the tips. But to sum up, the best places for you to shop in Miami are the outlets, especially the SAWGRASS Mills outlet, which is the largest in Florida. It's gigantic and it has more than 350 stores, but it's a little bit far away. It will take you about 15 minutes, even an hour to get there from Miami Beach or downtown, so it's a little bit far away. It's very big and you need to dedicate a whole day for shopping, and even then it's not possible to see everything. So if you want to do a lot of shopping, your goal is to really renew the closet, it's worth going there. The prices are very good and there are many stores, and there are other malls that are closer which are also very good. There is Dolphin Mall, which is, in our opinion, is very good. It's considered an outlet for some people, but it's much closer. It's about 25 minutes from downtown. It's all enclosed, as if it were a shopping mall that it's a little bit more compact. It has about 250 stores, but you can find everything and the prices are excellent. It's very good too, and we liked it a lot. And for those who prefer a more elaborate and beautiful mall to walk around and to see the stores, there's the Aventura Mall, which we loved. It's a very nice place and it has excellent restaurant. It has very nice places to visit, take pictures. It's very nice and worthwhile. It has some stores that are a little more designer and all the others that we really like: Calvin Klein, Adidas, Nike, Heavy, Gap, all of them, Victoria's Secret, Forever. In short, there's everything there. The prices are almost the same in the outlets, maybe a little more expensive because they don't have so many old things and because they are newer, but we always buy there because the prices are very good and because it's a very nice place to walk around. And a nice tip for shopping in Miami in the United States are the department stores. Tourists don't know about them, so they miss them. The department stores are huge establishments which buy all the leftover clothes from the famous brands that were not sold from the stores. They resell everything from 30 to 40% of the value. It's very cheap and you will find clothes from all the important and famous brands that we're always looking for. Everything for 30 to 40% off. Very cheap indeed. The only negative is that things are a little bit messy and sometimes it happens that you don't have the right size piece. You look at the piece and say, oh, I wanted that size or those size. It may happen that there are many what that are the giant clothes packs, mixing them with all sizes, then you choose your size and go through. You have to keep looking, but you can find a lot of good things and good brands. It's very good and worth it to buy your suitcase there. Usually people travel with only one suitcase and come back with two to do all the shopping, and their bags are very good because the suitcase is not very cheap thing, especially the ones with cool brands, and there are the price is very good. That's why we always leave it to buy there. The main department stores in our opinion are Ross, Marshalls, and TJ Maxx. There are some others, but these three are sensational. Go to one of them and you won't regret it. In another tour, which is more for those who have a day to spare there and a space in the itinerary, is Key West, an island in the south of Florida. It's very beautiful, a very paradisiacal place indeed. It takes 3.5 hours to get there. The cool thing is that it takes 3.5 hours and most of the trip is over suspension bridges connecting the island. There are several islands with gigantic bridges connecting them one to the other. Key West is the last one, an archipelago called Florida Keys formed by several islands. The most famous one is Key West and it's the last one. It's further downstream from Miami, so the trip is very beautiful. You walk around and you see the bridge going forward and the bridge going backwards, and it's just the sea on your side. So it's a very different business, a unique experience that we highly recommend. We did a round trip once. You can do it. It's 3.5 hours. You stop and take pictures and eat along the way, and you can take turns with whoever is with you on the drive. But for those who have a day to spare, it's more worthwhile to stay one night, stay in a hotel on the beach, nice, sleep one day to enjoy. The night is very nice too, a very beach town, so it has a busy street with restaurants and bars. It's a place that's worth to include, and if you haven't thought about Orlando yet, it's also worth it. Consider Orlando, which is 3.5 hours away by car, so with a rental car you can drive up there and in 4 hours you are already in Orlando. So it's worth considering too if you haven't already, because most people end up doing Miami and Orlando together because of this proximity and ease of getting to know both of these cities together. They are really close. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. There's a lot to talk about Miami. I tried to reduce as much as possible here so as not to make the video too long, but if you want some additional information, some tips, or if you think we missed something, leave a comment below, talk to us, interact, because we love to hear. And if you like the video, don't forget to give us a like here, subscribe to our channel to keep up with the next Miami tips, and follow us on social networks. We're always traveling the world trying to give tips and show the cool places we know in our daily life with our little one. That's a blast. It's worth it because because it's a lot of fun. Follow us there, send a direct message and interact because we love this interaction. Here on the side is the video on how to save a lot of money in Miami, which is a very good video, one of the best videos and the most accessible because it gives several tips on how to save money on your trip. Even these are tips for you to save money in all the planning, car rental, travel insurance, lodging, cell phone tips, tickets to attractions, and even the things you do there like going to the beaches, shopping, tours, restaurants and bars, so you can save a lot in your whole trip. There are many cool tips that will help you plan everything there and save a lot of money on your trip. So check it out. There's a playlist with all the videos from Miami separated there for you to better organize yourself and get ready, because it's worth it for you to travel well informed with hot tips already in your head to better enjoy your trip. So that's it, my friends. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a nice trip.